just got back from playing South Carolina and Clemson, and it kind of a unique situation in front of us that we haven't kind of done yet is a home and home, especially with somebody the caliber of Washington. So excited for the week in front of us.
Questions, Dennis?
So this is kind of an unusual thing. It's not unprecedented, but to play home and home. What was the genesis of that, and how did this come about?
You know, I think Keegan and I have been trying to find a way to play each other. I think for the past few years, I think it's a really high-level team and great environment over there. I think we put a few different things on the table as far as, coming to a tournament here and then vice versa. But I think as we were kind of going along, it was difficult to find other teams that were interested in being a part of something like that. And so then we just threw out on the table maybe a home and home, and it just kind of worked its way out. It's, 1 day in between is really kind of a short turnaround. That's probably one of the negatives. But it's, I know TB wanted to carry the match here, and I think that's why it's on Thursday at 8 o'clock. And then I think he really wanted to kind of get the match there on Saturday, because I think they start Pac-12 on Wednesday, so he's more interested in doing that on a Saturday night. It's their home opener rather than doing it on Sunday. So, we're excited about it. I mean, it's two really, really good teams, and, you get the opportunity of just focusing in on just them. It should be awesome for both fan bases.
Brian?
Kelly, could you have asked for more out of your squad, bouncing back from what happened a couple weeks ago and the way you played down in Clemson?
Oh, certainly. I think we certainly could have been a little bit better against South Carolina than what we were. But you picked up a couple wins. You learn a little bit and you keep moving. So that's kind of that's the deal. We're constantly learning about ourselves. I think defensively we got to continue to find ways to get better, and so that's a big focus of this week.
So did you play a lot better, or was it?
Microphone's right over there.
So did you play a lot better, or you win 2 last weekend, you lose 2 at home, tight ones the week before. Did you play that much better, or does it say that it's a fine line between winning and losing every week?
At home we played 2 of the top 10 teams in the country, so that the level of play had a little bit to do with it. It's hard to tell. I mean, I thought there were some areas that we were certainly good this week, and I thought we served the ball really, really well. I thought in our second match, our backcourt effort was really, really good. It was certainly an improvement from probably what we have seen. There was probably some areas that we were better, and some other areas that we've got to continue. Here's the deal. I mean, we're all bought into this as a work in progress, and I think that's the beauty of our sport. If this was college football, then and we were a team that was trying to get into the college football playoff, our season would be done. But that's not that. It's certainly we want to win. But everything that's out in front of us is later on in the season, and we're putting value into improvement. And that's not coaches speak. I mean, that's what we went into this year. And would we like to have won those 2 matches at home in front of our home crowd? Absolutely. But like I said afterwards, this isn't the end of the year in our in our sport. It's not the end of our dreams and our goals, and we find out things that we've got to get better. And there's a basket full of things we've got to get better. But I feel like we're a pretty good team, and we're learning about ourselves, and we're going to learn a whole lot about ourselves this week against a really, really good Washington team. It should be a I mean, we lost both those matches, but I think, at our place here, but I don't think anybody that was in the field house was saying that was bad entertainment or bad ways to spend their evening. I mean, that was some really, really high level stuff that was going on in there. And, it was great sport. And I would say Thursday night here is going to be, more great sport, high energy and a lot of athleticism on display. And, at the end of the day, that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to put our best effort. We're going to hopefully entertain people while they're watching. We're going to try like crazy to find a way to win. But, I think, hopefully we're putting a product out there that the fans are like, man, whether we won or lost, that was entertaining. And, we're excited about Washington.
Dennis?
That seems to be kind of the mindset of volleyball, that teams challenge themselves in the pre-conference. You see the run that Stanford is on right now, and you're going to play 4 top 10 type teams. Is that something you find kind of interest, or is that part of the structure of the sport, that teams are willing to schedule tough?
It is awesome. I mean, what is going on in our sport across the country, and the best teams are just going at each other. There's not this, here, let's try to schedule as weak as we can, and let's get our wins up. That's just not the nature of where our sport is right now. It's the best teams are slugging it out, and TV's picking it up because they know it's entertaining. And there's going to be some losses probably along the way, but it's our sport has never been better, and the top teams have never gone at each other as much as what they are right now. It's got to be so entertaining, and it is really fun to coach. There's times, this time of the year, you're almost more excited about getting in the practice gym than you are going out there into a match, because you're just going to learn so much at this point. And right now it has no impact on, winning a conference championship or not. It doesn't, right now it doesn't impact whether you win a national championship. Certainly it can impact whether you make the tournament and your seeds and things like that, but you're learning so much about it. And that's where our sport is different from football, is that you can go out there week after week, go against the best, and learn about yourselves without throwing out the window a chance of being there at the very end. And so it's really unique what is going on right now, and I'll credit you credit the top coaches at these other schools that are going in and challenging. But that's one of the things you ask your team. I've asked my team over the years. Who do you want to play? What do you get excited about? And the athletes want to play against the best. I think in most sports you want to play against the best. The juices get going. And I've never really understood the mentality of here we're going to schedule really, really low. And the fans don't get excited about that. The players don't get excited about it. They best want to play against the best. And, I think there's a lot of that's going on right now in volleyball.
Brian?
Kelly, what's made Izzy Ashbourne's serves so difficult for the opposition to handle?
She serves with pace, and it's flat. The ball moves, and she can hit it anywhere in the court. And so, you tell her here, go serve it in this area, and you say here, I want it to the left of the passer, and she's going to put it to the left of the passer with a lot of pace and a lot of movement on the ball. And then you say, all right, let's keep it off balance, and let's go to that same passer, but over to her right. When that kid gets leaning to her left, she's going to be able to pinpoint that ball with pace and movement. And, we'd like there to be more servers that have that ability, but she can do exactly, what she's trying to do. The ball does exactly what it is that she's trying to do. And she does a really good job of getting people out of system, and if she finds a weakness, she's going to just attack it mercilessly. What's the word? What's the word?
You can mercilessly.
Yeah, that word.
Yeah. You're making me confused.
And you could quote her on that. That's how this is going to end, right there? Sure. All right. Good night, everybody.